Dear students, welcome to online classes of biology. In the previous class, I have explained you the glycolysis, okay, where I explained you how glucose is getting converted to pyruvic acid, isn't it? One molecule of glucose, how it is getting converted to two molecules of pyruvic acid, and I told you the various steps, isn't it, of glycolysis. And we also have seen that this is taking place in the cytoplasm. Now, this pyruvic acid formed, what will happen to it? It can enter into fermentation under anaerobic conditions like any prokaryotes and unicellular organisms, or it can enter into lactic acid fermentation or alcoholic fermentation, okay, or into what, the aerobic respiration. Okay, that there are three major ways in which the cells handle pyruvic acid. That is, okay, they can enter into lactic acid fermentation, alcoholic fermentation, or in aerobic respiration. Okay, so fermentation, what is happening in fermentation? Here the glucose is getting converted to carbon dioxide and ethanol, isn't it, by a set of reactions. Okay, and the enzymes involved are pyruvic acid decarboxylase. What are they? The pyruvic acid decarboxylase and alcohol dehydrogenase. Understood? So these are the enzymes involved in the alcoholic, okay, fermentation. Understood? Then some other bacteria, they can also produce what, lactic acid from pyruvic acid. And also in animal cells, okay, like muscles, they can also undergo what, this kind of fermentation, lactic acid fermentation. Okay, and where what happened, the pyruvic acid will be getting reduced to lactic acid by an enzyme, what, lactate dehydrogenase. Okay, lactate dehydrogenase. So here pyruvic acid is converted to carbon dioxide and ethanol by pyruvic acid decarboxylase and alcohol dehydrogenase. Here lactic acid is formed from lactate dehydrogenase. Okay, and the reducing agent is NADH2. Okay, and that will be oxidized. You can see here pyruvic acid during alcoholic fermentation will be converted to ethanol and carbon dioxide by what, reducing agent is what, NADH2. That will get oxidized to NAD plus. Okay, and here what, pyruvic acid in lactic acid fermentation, it can get reduced to lactic acid. Okay, and it can get converted to lactic acid, and the reducing agent is what, the NADH2, which will get oxidized to NAD plus. Understood? So like this, what, the compounds can be formed. Now these compounds, especially alcohol and acid, they are they are dangerous to the cells, isn't it? So when they undergo, okay, this kind of respiration, they produce what, alcohol or acid, isn't it, lactic acid or alcohol. So this is the reason why yeast, okay, poison themselves to death when the concentration of alcohol is reaching above 30%. Okay, about 30%, 13 percentage, when it reaches, it will be harmful, means growth will be stopped then. Understand? So like this, what, the processes which converts pyruvic acid into what, ethanol or lactic acid, ethanol and carbon dioxide, or lactic acid, they produce very less amount of energy. Okay, and very less amount of energy is reduced, and out of this very less will be what, stored in the form of ATPs. Okay, so this is not enough for higher organisms, isn't it, eukaryotes. So in them aerobic respiration is taking place. Okay, and this takes place in the presence of oxygen, and they release what, carbon dioxide and water. and a large amount of energy present in the substrate, and this is common in all the higher organisms, isn't it? So aerobic respiration, where it takes place in the mitochondria, that is the final product of glycolysis. What is the final product of glycolysis? Pyruvic acid. It will be transported from the cytoplasm into the mitochondria, and then what some crucial events takes place, that is the complete oxidation of pyruvate by the stepwise removal of all the hydrogen atoms and leave what? Three molecules of carbon dioxide. Then the passing on of the electrons. Actually, when hydrogen atoms are removed, electrons also will be removed, isn't it? So these electrons, okay, which are removed as part of hydrogen atoms, to what? They will pass to the molecular oxygen, understood? And with simultaneous synthesis of ATP, understood? So like this, what this two events takes place, that is the oxidation of pyruvic acid by a complete oxidation of pyruvic acid by the removal of hydrogen atoms, leaving three molecules of carbon dioxide, and then what? The passing of the electrons removed as part of hydrogen atoms to molecular oxygen with simultaneous synthesis of ATP. Means ATP synthesis takes place when along with what? The passing on of electrons to oxygen. Understood? So the first process that takes place in the matrix of mitochondria, and the second process, that is ATP synthesis and what? The passing of electrons to oxygen, okay, that will takes place in the membrane. Understood? Now pyruvic acid formed in the cytoplasm due to during the glycolysis, they cannot directly enter into the mitochondrial matrix, okay. So first of all, they will undergo oxidative decarboxylation, okay, by what? A number of enzymes like pyruvic dehydrogenase. What is it? Pyruvic dehydrogenase in presence of, okay, certain coenzymes. We learn now about coenzymes like coenzyme A, NAD plus, etc. Understood? And it will get converted to what? Acetyl CoA. Then what? One molecule of carbon dioxide, NADH, H plus, etc. Understood? So two molecules of NADH are produced from one molecule of what? Glucose. That is, one molecule of glucose will get converted to two molecules of pyruvic acid, isn't it? So from these two molecules of pyruvic acid, what happens is they get converted to what? Or they produce what? To NADH, okay. So in the form of acetyl CoA, the rust reaction, that is acetyl CoA only can enter into the mitochondria, okay, for what? Krebs cycle, okay, or tricarboxylic acid cycle, which get reduced, which is the which is the next process where what? The pyruvic acid is getting converted to carbon dioxide. Release of carbon dioxide takes place here. Understood? And so in which form the pyruvic acid enters into the Krebs cycle? In the form of, okay, acetyl CoA, and there you can see one molecule of NADH is formed from one molecule of pyruvic acid. Means from one molecule of glucose, two molecules of NADH is formed. Is it clear? Now let's see, after entering into the mitochondrial matrix, what happens to the acetyl CoA? Okay. Now you see, acetyl CoA will combine with, okay, oxaloacetic acid. What is it? Oxaloacetic acid. We have already seen it, isn't it? Where we learned in C4 cycle. Okay. So oxaloacetic acid combines with acetyl CoA. Oxaloacetic acid is a 4 carbon compound, and acetyl CoA is a 2 carbon compound, because see, pyruvic acid is 3 carbon and it releases 1 carbon dioxide, okay. So it will be a 2 carbon compound. So oxaloacetic acid and acetyl coenzyme, they combine to form a 6 carbon molecule known as citric acid. That's what the cycle is also known as what? Citric acid cycle. Understood? Citric acid cycle. Understood? Then we can see that after this, okay, the citric acid will get converted to its isomer known as isocitric acid, that is here, okay, isocitric acid. Understood? What will form? It will isomerize to form isocitrate or isocitric acid. Understood? And after that, you can see that isocitric acid will undergo two successive decarboxylation, means carbon dioxide molecule will be released from it, okay, and a 5 carbon molecule will form first, that is alpha ketoglutaric acid. It's a 5 carbon compound, and you can see here one molecule of NADH is formed. Understood? Then this alpha ketoglutaric acid will undergo, okay, one more decarboxylation and form that what? Succinyl CoA. Okay, succinyl CoA. And during this, okay, again one more carbon dioxide is released. Okay, and this succinyl CoA will get converted to succinic acid, and you can see here one molecule of GDP is getting converted to GTP. Okay, that is succinyl CoA is formed from where? Alpha ketoglutaric acid. Okay, and from alpha ketoglutaric acid what will form? Succinyl CoA. Okay, succinyl CoA will be getting converted to succinic acid, and there you can see one molecule of GTP is formed. Okay, then you can see that then succinic acid will get converted to malic acid. Okay, and in this step one molecule of FADH2 is formed. Okay, then malic acid will get means it will get converted to oxaloacetic acid, which will again accept another acetyl CoA. Okay, and here also one molecule of NADH is formed. So you can see that in Krebs cycle itself, 3 molecules of what will be formed? NADH. Okay, NADH2 is formed, and you can see one GTP is formed, and there is one place where one FADH2 is formed. Okay, so what is happening in Krebs cycle is what we have already seen, that is the complete oxidation of pyruvic acid by the stepwise removal of all hydrogen atom, leaving 3 molecules of carbon dioxide. Isn't it? 3 molecules of carbon dioxide. You can see wherever carbon dioxide is produced in this, okay, in 3 places. Okay, so like this, what the pyruvic acid is getting, okay, oxidized. Okay, and you can see 3 molecules of NADH inside in the Krebs cycle itself, and when pyruvic acid is getting converted to acetyl coenzyme, 1 molecule of NADH. Likewise, what NADH2 is formed, then GTP is formed, FADH2 is formed. So this is happening during what? The Krebs cycle in the mitochondrial matrix. Okay, so here we have not seen where the ATPs are formed, or we have not seen the role of what? Oxygen in the cycle. I have not mentioned anywhere oxygen is utilized, and we learned that respiration is the what process by which the compounds will get oxidized, isn't it? Glucose plus oxygen will give what? Carbon dioxide and water. So oxygen's use is not seen here, and we have seen that only what is formed? NADH2, FADH2 and GTPs are formed during Krebs cycle. So in the next process, only what? The energy, okay, stored in this molecules NAD reducing powers are formed actually. NADH2, okay, FADH2 and GTP, okay, they will what? Be oxidized further to release what? The energy in them, and that will be used for making ATP. That happens in the next what process, that is electron transport system, and in oxidative phosphorylation we will study that. Understood? So Krebs cycle is taking place where? In the matrix of the mitochondria. Okay, and where what is happening? The pyruvic acid enter into the mitochondrial matrix in the form of acetyl coenzyme, and it will undergo, or it will go through a number of steps that results in the what? The formation of NADH2, GTPs, and FADH2. Okay, so hope this much is very clear. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.